On today's episode, more of your emails. Get them in, the toms at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk. One from David, who's come to the incredibly profound conclusion that golf is hard.
Also, on today's podcast, we hear from a major winner. Which major? Stick about to find out.
That's right, it's Golf is Ruining My Life once more. Onto the email breach, dear friends, once more. We're just ploughing through the emails because we, like someone who's been away from work for a long time, we've got a lot to catch up on, and so we're doing it with you. Welcome back to another week on Golf is Ruining My Life.
Yeah, this is the proverbial plane ride home where you open your laptop and see all your emails and start replying to them. That's what we're doing right now. There were so many good ones that we need to get through them. And obviously, we got the new shiny sponsor starting in November. So should we just kick off straight away, Tom, with
James Walsh.
Is it mine? Should I lead?
You start with James Walsh. Mind you, it's a long one, Tom. It is a long one.
In that case, Tom's going to read.
James Walsh, this is a long read, so I do apologise. Excellent, James. This is the first half of the show. New to golf, very new. I want to start by saying you boys have quickly become a massive part of my life. I love the show and have been trawling the archive. And you've both provided the soundtrack to my commute, gym sessions, and even the weekly big shop for some time. Oh, can you get more crisps? I need some noob advice, and you guys are the only people I can trust to give it to me straight. Oh,
Here we go. Okay. Noob advice. Let's go. This is what we're good at.
A year ago, I took my then 12-year-old to the local driving range for something to do in the holidays. Since then, he started going every couple of weeks after school with his granddad. Yes, granddad, by the way, is not a golfer. We got him his own set of clubs for Christmas, and he's put it down as one of the assessed sports for his GCSE PE. Excellent!
Wow.
This is so cool.
Oh my God, he's living the dream.
Yeah, which is going to take him 3 years. Imagine saying, sorry, Dad, I've got to go and do some revision.
Yeah.
And then going up to the golf course.
He's on the golf course. I played a round this summer with a guy whose son was just about to go and do collegiate golf in America. And I said to him, I want to be your son.
Yeah.
I am envious of
what because of the collegiate golf? No, because I just need a hug from you.
Yeah, I just want someone to love me. Tell me you love me. Sorry, it's my own issues.
A few months ago, I decided I would use this as a way to begin playing golf myself. And at the start of the school holidays, it became our thing to do together. Oh, it warms the cockles of my old, wrinkled heart. We've got a joint 1 hour lesson once every 2 weeks with a pro at our local driving range, obviously called Tom.
Of course,
Clearly.
all the best are.
It's the default. If in doubt, if you can't remember someone's name at golf course, try Tom.
It's Tom.
And then we tried to get to the driving range in between lessons to practice. In the last month, we've played 2 par 3 short courses. One was a 9-hole, which was frankly in pretty poor condition, and it looked like it was a rugby pitch. I shot a 58, my son shot a 62. Today we played a 15-hole par 3 course. I shot 82, he shot 108. My question is, at what point would we be ready to take on a full course, even if it was just the front 9 to ease us in? I expect the answer will be just do it, but I'm conscious that it can take us a while, especially when we both have more slices than Pizza Hut. Boom.
Hey!
And my son really struggles with getting any sort of distance. Of course, he's only 13. My son's exactly the same. Pace of play isn't an issue. It's something I'm aware of. And even on the short courses we've played there, it's only been the odd time. I've just told him to pick it up, take a drop further up as we're playing for fun. That is such a good approach, by the way. The anxiety my side is coming because I don't have friends that we could tag along with. It would just be us. We're very lucky. We have around 10 courses within a 10-mile radius. What?
Wow.
We're playing these par 3 courses. We're needing to drive miles as we've got no par 3 courses locally. So I'm thinking maybe we just need to put our big person pants on, but wondering if there's anything we need to consider. We both own our own clubs, shoes and appropriate attire, and I think I know enough etiquette to get us by. Any tips much appreciated. Keep up the amazing show. That's from James in Stoke. This is a really great topic. And he sent this in August. James, I really hope you have done it since then. But yes, bluntly speaking, the answer is just go for it. As the Nike slogan is, of course, just get it done. Just get
it done. I think the advice I would give on this is pick your time. Pick your time wisely as to when you go and play. Because if you're going to go and jump on an 18-hole course, one, I would stay away from any snooty members courses, but obviously that probably says itself, really. Go and find a course that's nice and cheap, nice and competitive, and go out on a Sunday afternoon. One of the last tee times before it would then go dark in 3 hours' time is what I would suggest, because you will be the only ones out there. There'll be no one up your bum chasing you down, making you play faster or making you pick things up. Because I totally agree. If you're at like 15 shots on a hole, pick up. But the last thing that I want is you picking up loads of shots because you're worried someone is right behind you. Like, you want to go and enjoy it. And I genuinely think the best time to do that is a Sunday afternoon. And also, it won't take long for you to find the courses where there are a lot of new golfers. I can think of loads. Obviously, you're not from around here, but like Surrey National, for example, was really good when I started playing golf because it was a good level of golf, but also they were really friendly to new golfers. You will find a home, and then you can just play there without any sort of worry or anxiety.
I would definitely go over to the course as well. Like, if it is really nearby, while your son's at school, if you've got a minute, drive over to the course, go and have a chat with the pro and say, look, I'm really keen to play. This is the situation. Describe in a nutshell what you've just described to us. When is the best time to play? And if you like the cut of their jib, because sometimes you might go in and they'll be snooty and they'll look a bit, just walk away. Fine, you don't want my business. It's absolutely fine. Go somewhere else, because there will be one who will go, oh my God, we'd love to have you here. And then on the day as well, when you do go and play this course, and hopefully you have done this by now, 9 holes is a really good idea. Tell the pro in the pro shop. Say, look, because the pro in the pro shop will be looking at the starter sheet. And this is a big problem, certainly at courses I know. The pros they just don't care. They just go, yeah, off you go. A well-managed course will go, oh, hello, newbie. Right, let me have a look. Oh, do you know what? The person out behind you is a notorious impatient person. Shall we say? And do you know what? I'm just going to put you after him, because let him go, and it will be a him, and it'll be more relaxing and easier. Don't just rock up in the pro shop and pretend like you're like everyone else, and I'm just going to be just let them know. Be like, oh, we're just doing 9 holes. It's my son's first time. Whatever. Should we jump on the back 9 or whatever? Make sure you've got a really nice pro shop, and just get it done. Get on with it and enjoy it. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant.
Over to Luke. Most frustrating round of my life is the email title. I mean, tell me more, Luke.
Hello, Tom. The email title is most infuriating round of my life.
Oh, yes.
You've changed it to frustrating. That's weird.
This is why when there's longer emails, I just pass them over to Price. I think if I took a dyslexic test, I think I would come out dyslexic. And it's also very early, but most infuriating / frustrating round of my life. Hello, Toms. Last Friday, I had the pleasure of playing the most infuriating, and frustrating round of
That's why you said it. Your eye caught it. Your eye caught it.
My eye caught it. I've just got fast eyes. It all began on the first hole at Tangeree Golf Club.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, good luck.
Playing in a 4-ball, we managed to complete the par 4 first in 10 minutes. We then began the second, and after all hitting semi-decent tee shots to the top of a hill, we could see a group of 3 teeing off on the hole in the group ahead. Hold on. See a group of 3 teeing off on the third tee box. I thought nothing of it and played my approach and shot into the green. After the entire 4-ball finished the second hole, the group ahead was still teeing off.
Stop it.
At this point, they had hit 8 8 balls between 3 people, one of which hit a tee marker, then an advertisement board, and ended up 20 yards behind the tee box. Before we had the chance to ask to play through, they were walking up the hole about 30 yards, then stopped the cart, which only one person was driving. The other 2 were walking behind it. The next player then proceeds to take 6 swings and miss the ball every time before topping it 10 yards and then repeating the same.
But this is really interesting. Sorry, go on. You could finish. It's just madness.
I'll just get it done. Get it done. Yeah. The breaks in play then proceeded to throw my game off, and I ended up playing relatively bad. Eventually, after waiting on a tee box for 15 minutes on a par 3, we skipped 2 holes to get ahead of them. Is it rude to say, this is very interesting, Luke, after the email we've just read.
Exactly.
Is it rude to say that beginners should play easier courses and par 3s before venturing onto the 18 holes? I hope you never have to experience this. Regards.
It's awful. I would say it's it's interesting those emails come together, because let's imagine
it is, isn't it?
That our friend let's imagine that Luke is behind our friend James playing for the first time with his kid. But what James has said in his email suggests to me that James is self-conscious enough to be not doing any of the things he's just described. And so it's not really about beginners, although it sounds like those guys are ultra beginners. It's about being aware of other people on the course and basic basic etiquette. And, it all boils down to this idea that people who are taking these 6 or 7 shots are trying to put a card in. Are you mad? Stop doing it. Pick up the ball, drive your buggy with everyone on board to the middle of the green, drop a ball down there, have another go. Stop thinking, no, I've got to get my 12. I've got to write down 12 at the end of this card, at the end of this hole. That is the fundamental problem. People have this, no, I've got to play the whole hole. Well, no, you don't. And this is not the day to do it, clearly. It's insane. And you should do, a big etiquette thing as well is, can I say to them, can you breach that rule and say, guys, you've got to let us through? And I would say yes, 100%, as long as you do it nicely.
Tom, call me crazy if this is a crazy take, but this is my approach with this.
Yeah.
If I am playing golf and there is a free golf course ahead of me and I'm not waiting and I'm making people wait for me, if that is the situation, I let them play through. I let them play through. It's as simple as that. If we all just followed that mantra, we would be absolutely fine. There's nothing I find more anxiety-inducing than playing around a golf. And I actually had this recently where we had a free course ahead of us and we were holding people up, right? And
you're not slow. Were you in a 4-ball or something?
I was in a 4-ball and it was a competition and there was some newer golfers, right? Simple as that. We were holding them up. And we said, between us, we thought, we need to speed up a bit here, lads. Sped up within 2 holes. They weren't up our bum-bums anymore, and it was absolutely fine. We took a conscious decision, and we put that action, right? And it was great, and we ended up finding, there's nothing better than getting to 12 and finding the golf courses in a flow. Do you know what I mean by that? Everyone is sort of playing, it was all working. However, if you are playing golf, and there is no one ahead of you, and people are up your bum-bum, guys, default, let them through. Cheers, thanks for coming.
And if you are the people up the bum-bum, for goodness sake, don't go shouting and screaming at people, which is something I've heard about and seen firsthand, because it is just beyond rude and beyond unacceptable. Do not do that. There are a lot of people learning how to play golf. There are kids on the course. These people are members often. You wouldn't, if you were at a gym and you're paying a similar amount a year. I
love this example. I love this.
You would not stroll up to someone on the rowing machine and go, go on, mate, you've been on the rowing machine for 25 minutes. What the you doing? This idea, there are certain people at certain golf courses who believe they run the course, and they don't. So if anyone shouts at you, even if you have been the slowest player in history, if anyone shouts at you, it is not acceptable, and you do not stand for it. I have a 0 tolerance policy with that stuff.
Next email.
Whose turn is it? Is it mine? Oh, God, it's another long one. I quite like the long emails, I'll be honest.
Thank you. My screen is so small with my text so tiny. The idea of a long email, I just can't be doing these things.
Fine. David Simpson, hello Toms. I'm enjoying the podcast. Many of the things you discuss resonate. It's like therapy. The struggle is real. I mean, this is therapy. This is the idea. This is what this has always been. I'm 45 now. God, that's old, and also the same age as me. And I've been completely in love with this. It's weird though when you get to that age and you see someone say they're 45 and you go, "God, that's old." And then
hold on, wait a minute.
No. I've played since I was 7. Is there any better feeling than standing on the first tee with great mates, knowing you have 4 hours together in nature with the opportunity of some great shots? I couldn't agree more. It's beautiful. It's the ultimate nourishment for your soul. Forget everything going on in the world outside this glorious green bubble. I work hard at my game. Lots of practice, lots of playing time. It's important to me, and I enjoy the investment of time. Yes. Through 24-25, I've come down to 1.8.
No. David. There is how is a god like you listening to a podcast like this? I am honoured to be in your presence, David.
This is I'm sure there are better podcasts for you, dude. I think you've made a terrible mistake.
1.8.
It's the old 1.8. Let's just enjoy that for a sec. 1.8. Up to a month ago, golf felt straightforward. Driving it good, irons decent, short game pretty tight. This is where it gets good.
Okay.
Everyone ready?
Here we go. Strap in, guys.
Crisis is coming. In the last 6 to 8 weeks, I've started a new job and been away more than I'd like. Excellent. Practice and playing time has suffered. Yes. And my golf has got a little loose. Like the sound of this. Someone's going to go to 1.9 at this rate.
Yeah. God forbid.
I guess I'm now coming to the point of this ramble. The title, Golf is Hard, of the email is a good summary. But digging into that further, not a throwaway comment, it's like really, really, really hard. This is very profound.
Yeah, it is. Horrible, in fact.
It's like the ultimate version of whack-a-mole. Something creeps in, you need a feeling need to correct it. So you grind that feel, usually an exaggerated feeling, and things get better. But the cruelty of golf is that exaggeration then starts to feel normal, and what was an exaggeration now becomes too much. This is exactly novelty. The novelty of a new thought becomes ingrained into the swing, and so humans need a new thought to build everything on. It is a very rare skill.
I had this exact thing with Driver, which is I over-exaggerated that feel. I could throw everything at this feel, and I still wouldn't hit a draw. I would aim down the left-hand side of the fairway, almost like OB left, do this really exaggerated draw feeling, and it would result in a baby fade. Perfect. Yeah. And then what happens, as David says, is after a while, that feeling starts to do the thing in the other direction, and I was hitting snap hooks.
It's inevitable. We're going to come back to David's email, by the way, after these products, which are very important. We need a moment. We need a moment to just take it on board because David's having a wobble. Yeah?
I'm getting good at this. Broadcasting, what are you flying?
Oh, yeah, I'm hitting time. There you go, then. Welcome back. That was the products. This is Golf is Ruining My Life. Back to David's breakdown, fingers crossed. Golf is very, very hard, said David. Endless micro corrections to find our centre. Moving a flat metal head. This, by the way, is a snapshot of genius, and this really sums it up. Moving a flat metal head around 20 feet around your body at 100 miles an hour and returning it to the perfect point is unfathomably complicated and hard.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I think as golfers, we're so unkind to ourselves. Yeah, I'm so big on this. If we reflect on how difficult it is to do well consistently, we'd have more fun out there. I should make it clear I'm not the example here, but trying to get better at that. The days I'm just free in my mind and accepting of the outcomes, I play my best. But those days are so hard to achieve. It's so hard to manipulate your brain into that space. But yes. I'm currently in a golfing slump. I'm working hard to come out the other side. I've got a great coach at England Golf, Woodhull Spa. Very nice. No wonder
fancy pants. Hello, fancy.
We'd all be off 1.8 if we had a coach at Woodhull. I'm working on the right things and it'll come good. The bad days just make the great days that much sweeter. David Simpson, by the way, will you let us know how it's going now? Because you sent this email nearly 2 months ago. When I'm off it, it's all I think about. What I'm going to work on at the range, what I can do next, making sure I'm getting good advice, grinding on the right things. P.S. Best advice ever received, get a great coach and make sure you're practicing the right things. Yeah, seems simple, doesn't it? But yeah. I get that it's an obsession, but I truly believe an incredibly healthy one. I'm not sure I agree with that. It's a great reflection of life when it's going badly. Do you quit? Do you give it your all, head down and work your way through it? The struggle is real. It probably always will be. But I think that might be the core of why I'm in a long-term relationship with this game. Like any other, I'm willing to work at it. It gives me so much joy. It's spiritual, magical, and wonderful. Guys, it's just spiritual.
Namaste.
Namaste.
This is gap year stuff.
What a blessing to have golf in our lives. You are great entertainment and offer my therapy. We should be charging a lot more for this, Tom. Yeah. I relate so much to the things you share with your journeys in golf. I'm so glad, David. And it genuinely helps knowing I'm not alone. Yes, this is why we do it. This is why we do it. I love this. I look forward to many great days. Thank you for the effort you put into creating it. It is an effort, I'll be honest. Thank you very much.
It's an awful drag, David. David's 100% true, though. Don't you think there's very few other sports that are... Because that was quite a... It was quite namaste. It was quite philosophical. I can't think of any other sports that are quite as philosophical as golf. Because I really feel it, especially after the year I've had, where I've had such great highs and also such crushing lows, that it really is. It's a microcosm of life on the golf course. And to be good at it, as David says, you have to work on it. It's like a great marriage, Tom. You've got to put in the time, haven't you? Things won't always be rosy.
Yeah, and if in doubt, try swinging. No, I think...
that's brilliant!
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Yeah, it's not bad. Should we leave a pause for people to laugh? Let's leave a pause for people to laugh.
Say it again.
If in doubt, try swinging. Yeah? There's a pause there. And laughter dying out.
Yeah.
And back. I think that David... you're right. The sort of... The way that it is like life... It just makes me think about, towards this time of year, if someone says to me, how's your life gone this year? I just shrug and go, I don't know. I can't sum it up. I can't see it as a definable object, my life this year. I find that very difficult to do for some reason. I have a blind spot with that. I might think of the odd thing, a nice holiday or whatever, work's been good, the podcast has gone well. But I find it difficult. If someone says, how's your golf gone? Straight away, it's there. I can see it. I can tell you the shape, the definition of what has happened with my golf this year. So it gives you these lovely metrics, and not just numbers, but memories and a strong sense of it, by which you can measure long-term progress at something. And it's really important in life that we have long-term goal, like projects like this. It's really important.
Yeah, but my big issue with it, though, and the reason that I've not picked up a golf club in 2 weeks is that the lows are so crushing, right?
Yeah,
I find it really difficult to engage in something where I can walk away and feel worse than when I started it, especially when it takes so much time. Like, the Preston thing is such an issue for me. Not because it was it wasn't even a really big round, really. It was just because I played so badly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I do,
the idea of bending, as we all have to do, we have to bend the earth, really, to get out there for 4 hours and make it happen. The idea of doing that and then walking away and being like, I could have just gone to a spin class and I'd feel great right now.
So I'm pretty zen at the moment in life and about golf, right? I'm pretty zen, and it's made my golf unbelievably better. And one of the reasons why is because when I go out and play, at the moment, and I know this will change when I get back into the rhythm of playing a lot, at the moment I go out and I don't need it. I just choose it. I choose to be. And I think,
get it on a t-shirt, guys. I love it.
I think that's what David's saying. David's taking a step back and going, I've chosen this long-term relationship and I want it, rather than the place we've all been in. And I was really in this place last year. I needed it. I needed to do well. And it was unhealthy. And at the moment when I go out and play, I just want it. And as a result, it's not like I'm entering a casino every time. You know, I think a lot of people, when they play golf, when they bend the earth to find the time to play golf, they then have this 4-hour window in a casino. And it's like, who's going to win today, me or the house? And it's this all or nothingness of it. And you just have to try and park that and go, no, I am choosing to be here and I'm going to enjoy the experience no matter what. It's the hardest part of golf, I think.
Saying that having a round of golf feels like being a casino is the best analogy for my golf game I've ever heard. Okay, over to Dan. Dan, this is huge. Add my name to the list of major winners.
No.
Okay, top of email, bold, in the biggest text I've ever seen. First ever competition win.
I think all emails need to be that size for Tom Green to read. So that's quite helpful.
Actually, it'd be so much easier if they were all that size. Tiny MacBook. I just can't read this thing. The Toms, and now he goes back to normal text. Expect stumbles. Great work with the podcast. This is very kind. And please do some more versus videos on YouTube. The stuff in Scotland was a great watch. We're working on it.
We're on it.
I have to tell you about my round on Saturday. I received an email a few weeks ago to say I'd qualified for a major, one of the 24 players to do so. I had no idea how, but apparently it's because I finished second in my division in a medal comp earlier in the season. No complaints. Wow. After playing in the competition every Wednesday and every Saturday for a few months, love the commitment, this was the last one I could do for most likely a very long time, possibly even till next season. I have to make it count. God, the pressure. I feel sick.
Yeah.
I've played for 2 full seasons now, and I've enjoyed the comps, but never won one. I'm a lefty, and I'm off 12.5, but feel as though I should be better than this. If only I could get off the tee. I agree with your comments a few weeks ago about short game practice being good, but if you can't get off the tee, you're knackered. I decided I was going to stay in control of the ball the entire round, especially off the tee. I love that. Like you're saying it like you have any choice in that. I think I'm going to stay in control of the ball today. I'm trying that every time.
Sure. I'm going to choose to put the ball where I want it to go. That's my choice.
Yeah, I'm going to go around in par today. Yeah, why not? This meant that if there was danger on the left, I'd make my swing more into out to ensure the ball will go right. Oh dear, we're really controlling it. And on the most
into out makes it go left, but go on.
Sure. Whatever it works in your head. On the most difficult stretch of the course, where there's danger on the right.
Oh, hang on. No, he's left-handed, so it is into out. Sorry, yeah.
Oh my God. I don't understand that stuff when people say it's so fun. I made myself swing over the top and almost slice the ball to ensure safety. Remember, he's left-handed, so it's backwards for both of us. This resulted in a grand total of 0 fairways hit with my driver. But each time I used it, I was on the adjacent fairway and far enough back to get over the trees. I'd never thought like this before. There's some courses where you can do that. I really like courses like that, where it's a little bit open.
I love courses like that. I'm a huge fan of what you mean is easy courses.
Yeah, it's almost so bad it's good. I love those. Yeah. It completely changed my mindset, and as the round went on, I gained more confidence, and my irons and short game improved as a result. I knew how to control the ball. Who knew? I made a miraculous up and down from a bunker on the wrong hole for par on the 18th. I'm reading that as he was in a bunker on another hole, which I just can't quite... That can't be true, can it, Tom? I made a miraculous up and down from a bunker on the wrong hole.
Yes.
Sure. Cool.
He's on the wrong hole.
For a par on the 18th, which made me end up shooting 82, which was a net 68 at our place. And then the long day of checking the leaderboard followed. There was another 68 net that day, but the email finally landed that I'd won on a CPO. What? Is that count back?
Count back per million. Don't know.
Sure.
Sure.
He'd won on a CPO. Don't know what that is. Let's consider it count back. Full stop. £120 in the bank.
No, you've earned more from that than we had this podcast.
Well, don't joke. And apparently, large trophy to collect, and my name on the board forevermore.
Oh, he's a boarder.
Glad to have ended the relatively tame major season, other than the Masters, with my name joining the greats of the game. Rory, JJ, Scotty, Dan. Keep up the good work on the pods. Always nice to have you waffle as I'm driving to work. Dan, Stockput. Also, Tom Green, I was part of the group which saw you at Port Maddock. Oh, when my mate made a hole-in-one. Okay. Hope you enjoyed it more than you would have done in Morocco. ... Dan, I remember you. I remember Port Maddock. What a lovely course and what a lovely hole-in-one and what a lovely major.
Amazing. Dan, thank you so much. Well done. Congratulations. That's very funny. Dan's done it. I think anyone winning major comps, do let us know if you've had a major win and you fancy a boast. The Toms at golfersreallife.co.uk. And also don't forget about our Discord as well. You can jump on there. Tom, have we got time for one more?
Let's get Charlie done quickly. Because, guys, lo and behold, the emails, we're now in September. So we're only 6 weeks behind. It's unbelievable.
I wanted to write in after your episode on the 1st of September. With my thoughts on Tom's big target chipping. Now, just to very quickly go over this. This really helped me. When I was practicing my chipping in Cornwall, I was chipping to a chair, one of the outdoor chairs. Don't tell the owners of the cottage. And because it was a physically big target, for some reason it made my chipping loads better. And then when I went out and played on the course, I could very easily visualise the big chair on the course. It's mad, isn't it? But I've just got this theory that a lot of us, when we practice chipping, we have very small targets. Get an umbrella. Use a big target. Yeah. Anyway.
Aim small, miss small. Not Tom. Aim for the chair.
Yes. No, but there's something visual here. One of my local ranges, Broughton, just outside Chester. Do you get that Partridge reference? Chester?
No. Oh. Big Blight, etc.
I'm his biggest fan, Alan. My brother-in-law lives in Chester. One of my local ranges has got 3 or 4 scrap cars on the range at approximately 90 to 120 yards. These are great fun to land balls on and hit stingers through, and not something I've seen on a range elsewhere. Are you sure it's a range, not just an estate that you've wandered onto? On to my question. I've got a 4-year-old and an 8-month-old. Bye-bye, golf. I'm not playing a lot of golf at the moment. I'm lucky to have a TrackMan range with 9-hole pitch and putt about half a mile from my house. Which do you guys think is the better practice to keep your game in order? Would you favour working through all the clubs at the range or playing the pitch and putt about 90 to 130 yards, 10 quid for 18 holes? I'm finding that the course is my preference, and I'm getting the under 150-yard game much tighter. Love the show. Sorry for the SAPS. I'd love to hear you get some guests on. Maybe Tom Davis or Adam Rowe, both golfers and good podcasters. Yes, I know Tom Davis, or we could get Tom on in a heartbeat. Listen, lovely. Charlie, we're running out of time, and I just want to say, go short game. I find the range dull as ditch water. Whenever I go on the driving range or in a sim, once I've done an hour, I'm bored. Get on the short course, get those par threes, and become incredible from inside 120 yards.
Tom, what was that phrase you just used?
Dull as ditch water. Jester?
Ditch water.
Yes.
It's good to know that for my whole life I thought that was dishwater.
Oh, no, it might be. I might be wrong.
No, I think dishwater. I mean, both work.
Yeah, they do. Dull as... It's dull as dishwater or ditchwater. Both dull as dishwater and dull as ditchwater are used, but dull as ditchwater is the original and correct phrase that, much like me, dates back to the 1700s.
Yeah, exactly, and that sums up the podcast perfectly. What a lovely end. We were both right, but Tom was slightly older.
We've hit half an hour at that moment. I love it.
It's glorious. I literally love your emails because it takes the podcast in such amazing directions that we never normally go in.
Yeah, they mean loads to us. They really mean loads to us. Keep them coming.
Yeah, the Toms at golfersruinmylife.co.uk, and we have a new sponsor on board. I know we keep mentioning it, starting in November. We're really excited about that. You'll be then getting prizes again. Sorry if you fell in the gap in the month gap. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Even more annoying to mention, we probably could have brought the sponsor on earlier, but we were too slow on emails. Sorry.
Literally, you've been let down by our admin. What can I say? Welcome to our world. That's it for today. We'll be back on Thursday with, guess what? Some more emails. The Toms at golfersruiningmylife.co.uk. And also, I'm quite excited. I'm playing in the family foursomes, which is a phrase you have to be very careful. You only use that in front of golfers. I'm playing in the family foursomes on Sunday with my boy. So I will have a full report on that on the next episode.
Will I have taken my golf clubs out of my car? Who knows? See you next time. Bye. I will. I know I'm sad.